in the forest using technologies such as wireless, cloud, and AI, which effectively prevented illegal logging. By the end of 2020, the nature guardian system has been deployed in 22 protected areas around the world. Like the environment, education is highly relevant to everyone. Our goal is to drive everyone access to high quality education, especially children in remote areas from K to 12. We focus on three scenarios: connecting schools, skills on wheels, and empowering the unempowered. Huawei and UNESCO have launched a 3-year open school project in Egypt, Ghana, and Ethiopia. Through ICTs, school education and home education are combined to ensure continuity and quality of learning. In addition, in South Africa, in partnership with Rain, a local telecom operator, and Click Foundation, a non-profit organization, we have launched the Digital School Project, which aims to help pupils from grade 1 to 3 to improve their English reading skills. So far, this project has connected more than 90 schools, benefiting more than 50,000 children. If you want to go fast, walk alone. And if you want to go far, walk together. We believe that more partners will join us in advancing the Tech for All initiative in the future. Welcome to join us to build a more inclusive, intelligent world to ensure no one is left behind in the digital world. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tao. As we heard just now, it is absolutely critical that we maximize the value that digital technology can add to enhance education and help the environment. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Stefania Giannini, UNESCO Assistant Director General for Education, to say a few words. In her role, she provides strategic vision and leadership in coordinating and monitoring the implementation of the Education 2030 Agenda, encompassed in the Sustainable Development Goal 4. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Janine.
Your Excellency, Madam Gretel Aguilar, Acting Director General of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, Your Excellency, Mr. Tao Jingwen, Huawei Board Member and Chairman of the CSE Committee, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to join you to open the second edition of the Tech for All Summit 2021. First of all, let me thank Huawei for its long-term partnership with UNESCO, especially in the field of education. The UNESCO and Huawei project on technology-enabled open schools, launched jointly in July 2020 last year, is a key illustration of this kind of cooperation. The project explores future schooling models, thereby contributing to UNESCO's global initiative on the futures of education that is about rethinking, reshaping, reimagining teaching and learning at this time of profound transitions, whether we are speaking about our relationship with the planet, with technology, or with each other. The core value of every technological revolution in history is to help humans overcome global challenges and improve human well-being. And the success of the technological innovation can't be validated until it's adopted by the entire society as a public and common good. Well, from climate change to the COVID-19 pandemic, the challenges we face today are actually global, mirroring our interdependence, interconnectivity. We urgently need then technological innovation to address them and mitigate their effects. And the humanistic approach promoted by UNESCO must be the fundamental lens to trigger technological innovation, one that is grounded in fundamental shared values. Well, the COVID-19 pandemic has revealed starting digital divides for sure, within and between countries. About 1/3 of the world's learners couldn't access remote learning alternatives, as we know. 40% of poorer countries didn't provide any specific support to disadvantaged learners during the crisis. What we have looming before us are setbacks in learning, in earnings, in growth, in development. And the right education has actually become dependent on connectivity. It makes digital inclusion more than ever a societal and moral imperative. Through the Global Education Coalition, counting today more than 170 partners, UNESCO is supporting cooperation around digital learning and skills, connectivity, teachers and gender to create more resilient and equitable education systems. This is the good premise and precondition for a real recovery and building back better. Our organization is also developing normative instruments to promote open science, to promote open educational resources and open access to software, because we need to share knowledge widely to respond to global challenges effectively. We call on high-tech companies to increase investment in research and development on affordable digital devices and connectivity. More free and low-cost digital solutions should be made available for digitally marginalized groups, while creating applications to address various forms of disabilities and making them freely accessible should be the social responsibility of the IT industry. We appreciate Huawei's investment in developing and supporting free access to StorySign, an high-power mobile application to translate storybooks into sign language for deaf children. Digital inclusion cannot happen with addressing gender discrimination in access to technology itself. In the least developed countries, only 15% of women use the internet compared to almost 30% of men. Girls are significantly less likely to pursue technology-related studies than boys, and women are much less represented in the IT industry or AI. UNESCO's new strategy on technological innovation in education calls actually for gender transformative intervention that can empower girls and women with digital skills and competencies. It's about empowerment, it's about freedom of choice. I take then the opportunity to thank Madam Catherine Chen, the director of Huawei's board, for addressing our conference on girls' digital skills and digital learning last July. Women's success in the IT industry serves as an inspiration to girls, as a role model which very much needed today. In the presence of the International Union for Conservation of Nature today, let me also draw attention to another topic, to the digital carbon footprint. The carbon emission produced by the use of digital technology count for around 3.7% of global emissions, larger than the share of the entire aviation industry. It's imperative then for all actors to explore more energy efficient technologies and to deploy solutions that target carbon neutralization. It's a collective and shared responsibility, you know. This brings me back to UNESCO's humanistic approach to ensure that technology is used to enhance human competencies and to put at the service of our shared futures. I look forward really to continue cooperation with Huawei and other partners on these topics, and I wish you a successful summit.
Thank you, Mrs. Giannini. Our next speaker today is Dr. Gretel Aguilar, Deputy Director General of IUCN. She brings with her more than 25 years of experience in conservation and sustainable development, having worked extensively on developing and applying environmental law and policies in collaboration with governments and civil society. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Aguilar.
And welcome, and thank you for your interest in the Health for All Advancing Digital Inclusion in Technology. We are grateful to Huawei for bringing us here together to discuss how technology can help nature and people thrive. all over the world that will share with us their views and stories. Before I begin, I wish everyone safety and health in this challenging time. The global COVID-19 pandemic is a health crisis, but it's also social and economic challenge to the sustainable development of the world. This pandemic reminds us many fundamental things biodiversity provides for us. For example, the food we eat, the water we drink, that we breathe, and the beautiful sceneries we enjoy. If nature is used sustainably, we can keep enjoying these wonderful things that Earth gives. We can say that the COVID pandemic made it even clearer of how much human well-being depends on a healthy relationship with nature. But we continue to see floods, natural disasters affecting many people. We see uncontrolled waste and consumption, rapid industrial development and urbanization. Our thirst for natural resources and construction has depleted our lands and waters, accelerating biodiversity loss and climate crisis. We know our Earth, Mother Nature, is under pressure. The good news is that resilience is in our nature. With nature, we can ensure a more prosperous and healthy world. So the question is, what do we need for a successful action to address this challenge? What is it that we need to be successful? Putting a UCN known together, taking advantage of our global network of over 1,400 member organizations and over 18,000 experts worldwide. In the last more than 70 years, we have been working hard trying to achieve our vision, a just world that values conservation. Can we find balance and harmony in humans and nature? Yes, we can. Since its establishment in 1948, IUCN has become the global authority on the status of the natural world. The knowledge and tools IUCN provides are critical for ensuring sustainable development. Let me just give you some examples. In 1960, IUCN established the IUCN Relief. In the 1970s, we developed the standard for critical areas. In the 1980s, IUCN was the first that brought the term sustainable development to the world. In the 1990s, we recognized the importance of the private sector conservation. And in 2012, we launched the idea of nature-based solutions across the world. And let me just share with you also that this last week, we had the IUCN World Conservation Congress, where we launched our new program with powerful message to the world, including the potential of new and innovative technologies in support of better conservation outcomes. In recent decades, we start to believe that digital technology can be an important part of the solution and can help us to solve challenges if used correctly and smartly. Digital technology might play a positive enabling role in nature conservation, as it would help gather and consolidate data on nature, make it easier data integration and analysis, help us with communication, dissemination, and enhance users' experience, support informed decision making, and participation. However, to IUCN, technology should always adhere to three main things. First, accessibility. We need to ensure that people have the tools and infrastructure to access the technology solutions they need. The second principle is efficiency. Focus on improving the efficiency of resource use of human activity while enhancing the efficiency of conservation action. And the third principle is accountability. We rely on leaders at all levels and in all sectors to make responsible decisions, and technology allows us to ensure leaders make informed decisions with the right information, keep the promises, and deliver the results. I am therefore very looking forward to the results and experience from the technology partnership between IUCNs in the world. To demonstrate that the world how technologies can support nature conservation in terms of supporting data analysis, monitoring national parks, helping conserve areas by collecting and analyzing accurate data, supporting coral restoration, marine protection, and conserving the rainforest habitats. In IUCN, we believe that by working together with different sectors, we can get humanity's relationship with nature back on the right path. In IUCN, we know that we need urgently to address the interlinked climate and biodiversity crisis, having science, data technology, and technology as our ally. Our speakers from around the world today will provide detailed and exciting examples of how technology can, in action, support nature conservation. I am looking forward to listen to this excellent sharing. And let me finish by saying thank you to all of you, wherever you are. Thank you for being together with us via networks that are supported by technology. Let's have technology on our side so we can deepen our impact and speed up our response to the world's environment crisis. Thank you very much. Have a very successful discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aguilar. Yes, innovative use of technology is part of the solution to responding to the environmental crisis that we are now facing. Now, let's move on to our first panel, Driving Equity and Quality in Education. This session will be moderated by Dr. Songchun Liao, Chief of the Unit of Technology and Artificial Intelligence in Education, UNESCO's education sector. I would now like to hand over to Dr. Liao.
Welcome to the panel on education of the Tech for All Summit of the edition of 2021. The theme of this panel on education is about driving equity and quality in education through technology. This panel on education is organized under the backdrop of the COVID-19. We all know that since the outbreak of the COVID-19, we have been experiencing the largest education disruption in human history. As we know, this is more serious for these people who are under the
كام دول يا حاج؟
دول 500 وبإذن ربنا كمان أسبوعين أكون اتصرفت ب 200 جنيه. أنا عاملة جمعية وهيقبضوني الأول.
يلا فلوسك اتكل على الله.
استقبل بس يا أنا هقول لك.
لا تقولي ولا تعيدي.
طب بس اسمعني.
اسمعيني أنت الأول عشان نلخص. أنت معاكي عروسة حلاوة مكسورة ومنفوخة وسكرها دايم. الدكتور بتاعنا شاطر. هيخلص ويرشلك شوية سكر على انكسر ورجعها لك زي الفل. وربك حليم ستار. معاكي كم السكر ولا تشوفي لك حلوة غير
طمني يا دكتور، ربنا يطمن قلبك.
بنتك لسه بنت بنت.
طب الحمد لله.
بس مش هي دي المشكله، في ستات كتير ممكن تحمل يبان انها ما اتلمستش.
يعني صفاء بطنها مش شايله؟
مش عارف اقول لك ولا لا. المفروض في حالات الحمل الكاذب البطن ما بتكبرش بالشكل ده، وبنتك بطنها بطن واحده على وش ولاده.
يا ابني انت مش شفت اللي في بطنها على الجهاز؟
السونار مش شايف اي حاجه في بطنها، مع اني سامع نبض. في حاجه في الرحم السونار مش شايفها، بس اكيد موجوده ما دام في نبض.
طب والحل يا دكتور؟
لازم عمليه. الجراحه هي الحل الوحيد اللي هيعرفنا ايه اللي جوه الرحم.
صفاء اصحي يا صفاء. صفاء رد عليا يا حبيبتي. فوق يا صفاء. ايوه يا حبيبتي انا جنبك ما تخافيش. مش عايزه اروح له، ما تودينيش ليه تاني. اهدي يا صفاء، انت كنت بتحلمي يا حبيبتي، انت كنت بتحلمي. عشان خاطري يا أمه، عشان خاطري يا ابني ما تودينيش للدكتور. بعرفك يا ابني ما تودينيش ليه، والنبي يا أمه مش عايزه اروح له تاني. حاضر يا حبيبتي، بس استهلي كده بالله واستعدي من الشيطان. استخبي لنا بس فين يا رب، كم استخبي لنا فين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق، من شر ما خلق، ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب، ومن شر النفاثات في العقد، ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس.
ايوه انا كامل سيد رئيس تحرير.
استاذ كامل،
تعالى لي في مكتبي دلوقتي حالا. سيب اي حاجه بتعملها وتعالى لي، مش همشي من المكتب الا لما تيجي. يلا مستنيك. هترضى انت؟
I think we're unique because now, as you can see, we are in a studio atmosphere. We're not in a remote atmosphere anymore. But then, how do we kind of continue to use StreamYard? Is pretty much every show we have has a remote guest in. So we bring our remote guests through StreamYard. We have virtual events still with all of our season ticket holders and our VIP clients. All of that is going to be produced through StreamYard. And we have podcasts, which have guests from any location will come through via StreamYard. So for us, I mean, I'm feeling this is why we're on a stream like this with you guys for StreamYard.
أهلا بك يا حورية، أخبارك إيه؟ إذا كان عندي حرية أهلا وسهلا. يا رب تكون كويسة. طول الأسبوع مشغولة يعني، سبت لحد السبت أروح أشتري أغراض البيت اللي قدام. ربنا يعينك يا حرية، ربنا يعينك.
Our business, but we are extremely happy with everything we've been able to do this week.
فندم انا
حضرتك عارف؟
ده ما تعرفش ان الوسط بتاعك ده صغير قوي